Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share a special story with you that truly showcases the power of vulnerability in relationships. Picture this. A few years ago, Sarah and Jack was in a relationship that was on the rocks. They were drifting apart, communication was strained, and it seemed like we were on the verge of calling it quits. But then something incredible happened. Sarah and Jack decided to open up and be vulnerable with each other, and it completely transformed their dynamic. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it is the key to building deep and meaningful connections with others. When we allow ourselves to be open, honest, and authentic, Sarah and Jack create a space for trust and intimacy to flourish. It's about showing their true selves, flaws and all, and allowing each other to do the same. Our story starts like this. On a crisp autumn afternoon, Sarah walked through the bustling park, the golden leaves crunching underfoot. She was lost in thought, her mind wandering through the maze of her latest novel. As a writer, Sarah often found herself drifting into the world she created. But today, she was drawn back to reality by a soft, melodic voice.
Excuse me, miss, do you have the time?
Sarah looked up to see a man about her age, with kind eyes and an easy smile. He held a sketch pad in his hand, charcoal smudges on his fingers. His name was Jack, an artist who often found inspiration in the same park where Sarah found solace.
Sure, it's 3:15.
Thank you. I'm Jack, by the way. I'm always forgetting my watch when I come here to sketch.
I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you, Jack.
Over the following weeks, Sarah and Jack's paths crossed frequently. They shared stories, laughed at each other's jokes, and slowly, a bond began to form. Yet, beneath the surface, both carried scars from past relationships. Scars that made them wary of getting too close, too vulnerable. One chilly evening, as they sat on a park bench watching the sunset, Jack turned to Sarah.
You know, I've always struggled with opening up to people. It's like I'm afraid they'll see something in me they won't like.
Sarah nodded, her own fears mirrored in his words.
I know what you mean. Being vulnerable is terrifying. It's like handing someone a piece of your soul and hoping they don't crush it.
Jack reached out, his hand hovering just above hers before gently settling down.
Maybe we could try being vulnerable together, just a little bit at a time.
Part 3, The Unveiling. They began to share more, peeling back the layers of their pasts.
I went through a painful breakup that left me questioning my worth as an artist.
I've struggled with self-doubt, always fearing my writing would never be good enough.
One night, Sarah invited Jack to her apartment. They sat on the floor, surrounded by pages of her manuscript and sketches of his artwork.
This is the scene I've been struggling with. It's so personal, and I'm scared it's not right.
Jack took the page, reading it carefully.
It's beautiful, Sarah. It's raw and real. That's what makes it powerful.
Sarah felt a warmth spread through her chest.
Thank you. Your opinion means a lot to me.
Jack smiled, a genuine, heartwarming smile.
And your trust means the world to me.
Part 4, The Moment of Truth. As their relationship deepened, Sarah and Jack faced their ultimate test of vulnerability.
I think I'm falling in love with you, Sarah. And it scares me because I've never felt this way before.
Sarah's heart pounded in her chest.
I feel the same way, Jack, but it terrifies me too.
They sat in silence for a moment, the weight of their confessions hanging in the air.
But maybe that's what makes it worth it. Maybe love is supposed to be scary and uncertain.
Jack nodded, tears glistening in his eyes.
Maybe that's the power of vulnerability. It's the only way to truly connect, to truly love.
Part 5, The Healing. In the months that followed, Sarah and Jack embraced their vulnerabilities, using them as stepping stones to build a stronger, deeper connection. They learned to trust each other, to lean on one another during the tough times, and to celebrate their victories together. Their love was not perfect, it was messy and complicated, but it was real, and in their moments of greatest vulnerability, they found the strength to grow, to heal, and to love more fiercely than they ever thought possible. Sarah's writing flourished, her characters infused with the depth of her own experiences. Jack's art took on a new vibrancy, each piece a testament to his journey of self-discovery. Let me give you some examples of how being vulnerable can work wonders in relationships. When we let down our guard and share our fears, insecurities, and past traumas with our partner, It creates a sense of understanding and empathy. It's like saying, I trust you enough to show you my whole self. This level of transparency can lead to a deeper connection and a stronger bond. The aftermath of embracing vulnerability was truly remarkable. Their relationship became stronger, communication improved, and they were able to navigate conflicts with grace and understanding. By being open and vulnerable with each other, they created a safe space where they could be their authentic selves without fear of judgment. In conclusion, the key lesson learned from this experience is that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but rather a strength that can transform relationships. It requires courage to be open and honest, but the rewards of deeper connections and emotional intimacy are well worth it. So remember, don't be afraid to show your vulnerability in love and relationships. I encourage you to share your own experiences with vulnerability in the comments below. How has being vulnerable impacted your relationships? Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on love, personal growth, and everything in between. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.